Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinders trainings. Can all of you hear me properly? Can everybody see the screen properly? Just give me a confirmation. So I'll start. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha, and the last few days left before this year finishes. People are joining. Good to have all of you from various cities: Nagpur, Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, Nasik, Varanasi, and many other cities. Great. We are into an online webinar on stock market trading. Some of you are beginners, some of you have done some trading. How many of you are freshers who are coming to the stock market for the first time, guys? How many of you are freshers? Just want to see the mix while people are joining. This session will be for 2 hours till 11 o'clock. Okay, great. Lot of freshers in the class. Great. How many of you are you have done some trading or investing? Okay, there are some people who have done some trading and investing. Great. I'm sure a lot of you have stocks in your portfolio. So those who have stocks in their portfolio, what stocks do you have, guys? Can you give me one or two names of the stocks that you have in your portfolio? Bhardwaj has ITC. Okay. L&T Vishwanath has. Alok says Bank Nifty. Okay. So L&T Rango has PEL, Ashok Leyland, Yes Bank, ITC, Gabriel, HDFC. Okay, so let's just warm up. Tell me one thing, guys. All of you who have given the name of these stocks to me for their portfolio, all these stocks that you have, were they chosen by a strict method of fundamental and technical analysis with a very specific strategy in mind? Or was it a random selection based on a tip or a news channel or somebody gave you a recommendation? How was this portfolio made? Suggested by a friend, Bhardwaj said tip, random tip. Great. And the portfolio is supposed to be long term, 10 years, 20 years. So, and tell me one thing, when you go to buy a mobile phone, let's say costing 50,000 rupees, would you just randomly buy any phone, or would you like to do a research before you put in your hard-earned 50,000 rupees for a phone which will probably last not more than a year? How do you buy a phone, guys? Very good. You do research. See, everybody said for my phone, I will do a research. So let's learn our lesson number one. The phone, the moment you buy it, within a day, if you have to sell it to somebody, will he buy from you at an increased rate, appreciated rate, or a decreased rate? At what? Decreased rate? So when you buy a phone, you buy a depreciating asset. But when you buy an asset, your assumption is that it is an appreciating asset. So this is how sometimes we behave. Something that is of utility. That's how a human mind works. Something that is of utility, we do a lot of research on it. But anything that is long term, if you do not do any research on it, you might end up losing money in it, right? So let me ask one more question. Danish says, sir, phone and share is different. Okay. So which one is more important, Danish? Phone or share? चलो आप ही से शुरू करता हूँ. By the way, whatever you will write to me is personal to me. So you can freely share whatever you want to talk to me. Okay, let's ask one more question. I give the choice to people that for your long-term stock portfolio, you can buy either a Tata Steel or Tata Motors, or you can buy, let's say, a Chamanlal Shetia. Which one would most of the people prefer? Everybody says Tata. Everybody said Tata except one guy. So Nivit Patil from Nasik. Everybody said Tata. So let's go and look at Tata, both Tata Motor and Tata Steel. So let's go there. First, let me open Tata Motor. This is Tata Motor, guys. If you would have bought Tata Motors, your 600 rupees would have become 170 rupees. And if you would have bought Tata Steel, your 1000 rupees would have become 512 rupees. Okay. But if you were having Chamanlal Shethia, it's a rice exporting. In Chamanlal Shethia, in just 5 years, your 5 rupees would have become 200 rupees. You know? And you could have made a lot of money. So which one will make you financially free? Chamanlal Shethia or Tata Steel? Let's keep this part. Which one? Chamanlal Shethia, right? Now, let's ask even a basic question. All of you are here now. Let's ask even a basic question. Why do you come to the stock market? Why do you come to the stock market? To earn money, I am so happy. Guys, you have given me good answer. You come here to make money. Everything else is a commentary. Whether you make it from Tata or from Bata, it doesn't matter as long as with the profits you can buy the atta. Right? So let's keep it very clear. You come to the stock market to make money. So are we ready? Shall I start? I think everybody is here now. Yes, I have 120 people attending. So let's start. That's me, guys. My name is Yogeshwar, and we are into online stock market training. Stock market is a risky place, so come here with proper training and a system and a method in place. This is my trading room from which I'm speaking to you right now. This is my 5-screen setup, and as you can see, I love books. This is the front part of my trading room. And this is the back part of my trading room full of books, books and books. And I have a very simple rule. I put a book inside it only after I have finished it. I prefer physical book. I know this is an age of e-books and audiobooks, but I still would like to hold my book in my hand, open it and read it. So that's me, guys. A book lover I am. So these are the 4 human needs we have: peace of mind, health and energy, loving relationships, and financial freedom. This session I'll keep interactive. If you have a query in between, you can ask me. But if I'm in a flow, I can keep it till the end. In the end, I will have a question answer session where you can ask me all your queries. So today we are going to talk about financial freedom. What is financial freedom? When you have more money than you require, then you are financially free. And these are your 4 financial needs: safety, security, liquidity, and growth. Safety is a house to live in. Security is enough insurance. Liquidity is enough cash to last for 6 months. And growth is the growth of your money. One thing I have noted: people spend a lot of time and a lot of effort and hard work to earn their money, but they do not work hard enough to learn how to make that money grow. Do you agree with this statement of mine? Welcome everybody who came now, right? So this is what we are going to talk about today. I will assume that most of you are beginners, so I'll start with that. Okay. These are the 4 equations of money. You know, if you are paying any kind of a loan, you are in equation number 1. If You want to be financially free, you should be in equation number 4. What equation are you in? Please write it. I will not share it with anybody. Okay, so I know what is the mix I'm getting here. Are you 1, 2, 3, or 4? 50% of the people are number 1. Then the remaining about 30%, as I see, are number 2, and very few people, I see in number 4. So most people fall in 1, 2, and 3, maximum in 1, then in 2, then in 3, and the least is in 4. And the target is all of you should only be living your life in equation number 4 if you want to make money. Now, let's look at this fourth equation. It has two components. One is income and another is sin. And what is income? Income is that money which is consistent in terms of amounts and in terms of frequency. For example, your salary is income. You get it every month. You know how much you will get. You can plan your life with it. But your lottery cannot be income because the probability of you winning the lottery is so low that you cannot plan anything out of it. This is your exact choice in the stock market. You can come here either to gamble or to create incomes. Because when you come to the stock market, what are the two things that you spend? Tell me. When you come to the stock market, what are the two things that you spend? Very good, Bhardwaj from Vishakhapatnam. Time and money. Excellent. You spend your time and money, and you should be paid for your time. What do you get paid for? You always get paid for your time and skill. And the rule of the stock market is that the more skill you have, the less time is what you require. So before we even start the session, let's make the expectations right. Because most of the places I have found, the problem lies with the expectations of the people from the stock market. Okay, let me ask you a question. Everybody, please participate. If I have 1 lakh rupees and you have 1 lakh rupees and you do intraday trading and swing trading, a trading lasting a few hours to a few days, how much should you make per day on 1 lakh rupees of capital from the stock market? Okay. 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 1000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, 3000. I'm just reading what you're writing. Nimit wants 2000, Neeraj wants 5000, Bhardwaj 15,000, 10,000, 1000 Ankur wants. So please give me rupees so that it is 3000, 5000, 10,000. Danish wants 10,000 to 50,000. Okay, I have NA from Chennai. He says, I want 1 lakh rupees per day on my 1 lakh rupees. Rajesh says 10% in a day is good for me. Wow. Wow. I need to work on this one first because if this is not work, nothing else will happen. I'm talking per day. In fact, the average that this class wants per day from the stock market on a capital of 1 lakh rupees is 5,000 rupees per day. Per day. How many of you have money in FDs? How many of you have money in FDs? Yes, I'm a full-time trader, professional trader, and a trading coach. My job is to first make things right. So a lot of you have money in FD. What is the rate of return of the FD that you get? 7%. Average about 7%, ranges between 6 and 8. Let's take on the higher side, 8%. If you have 1 lakh rupees of capital and 8% is the yearly return, so how much will you get in a year? 8,000 rupees, right? Divided by 365. If you put your money in a FD growing at 8% a year, the FD will give you 22 rupees per day. It will give you 22 rupees per day. What you want from the stock market is 5,000 rupees per day. So let me divide 5,000 divided by 22. You want 227 times more. Is your expectation realistic or non-realistic? चलो अभी खुद ही जवाब दो. अभी मैं क्या बोलूंगा आप ही बताइए. सब समझदार. Absolutely non-realistic. It's impossible. The word is impossible. So no trader in the world has ever made this money. Do you know how much Warren Buffett makes per year? What are the returns on his portfolio? He is the best investor in the world. 31% per year. The exact figure is 31% per year is what he makes year after year after year. So let's get the expectation right first. Now, what is the expectation? Now, let's keep the expectation right. If you are a long-term investor and you are working only with stocks, what is the problem with stocks, guys? Stocks have a major disadvantage. You can only make money in them when the price is going up. You cannot make any money in them when the price is going down. The biggest disadvantage with the stock is it is a unidirectional product. It can only give you money in one direction. For example, let's pick up a stock. I have Coal India today, which went 3% down. If you were holding a stock of Coal India, would you make money or would you lose money? Of course, you will lose money. Right? But if you knew how to trade a option or a future of Coal India, let's say I go to Coal India here and I look at the put option of 250. The 250 put option went up. It didn't go down, it went up. So as the price was going down, this put option went on the upside. So what is this product? This is a bidirectional product. This is a bidirectional product. So when you are coming to stocks which is unidirectional and where your holding period is of a long time, a realistic expectation is 3 times the rate of FD. 3 times the rate of FD. And 3 times the rate of FD is 8 3s are 24. That is 24% per year, which is 2% per month. Now tell me one thing. If I give you 1 lakh rupees and it grows at 24% per year and you keep it for 20 years, can anybody give me a figure how much will that money become? This is called power of compounding. Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Yes. Let me show you the calculation. It is governed by the rule of 72. This is here. What is the rule of 72? 72 divided by the rate of interest is the number of years in which your money will become double. At 24% per year, the doubling will happen every 3 years and your 1 lakh will become 1.2 crores rupees. And in a FD, your 1 lakh will only become 5 lakh rupees. This is the exact figure, 1.2 crore rupees. Correct? Governed by the rule of 72. So even A 2% a month is a lot of money. Is a lot of money. So when you are building a portfolio, a realistic expectation is 3 times the rate of FD. Now there is one more form of trading called short-term trading, which is intraday trading and swing trading. Now there you are working with derivatives, higher risk, higher leverage, more time commitment. So there your expectation should be higher, and it is 10 times the rate of FD. So the 10 times the rate of FD is about 80% a year, which comes to about 5 to 6% per month. So, 80 divided by 12. So, which is about 6,000 rupees a month. So the expectations that you are having per day should be your expectations per month. Do I make myself clear, guys? Have I cleared some of the doubts now? Because if the expectation is wrong, result will be wrong. यदि expectation है कि रोज का लाख रुपए पे लाख रुपया मिलना चाहिए, तो ये stock market आपको कुछ भी नहीं देने वाला है. Even with 2% a month, if you can learn how to make it with the stock, you can become a crorepati in 20 years just by with 1 lakh. And think, if you are able to make 5,000 rupees a month on a lakh rupees, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. So these are the expectations. So let's note down the expectations, right? Because it should be clear. When you are coming into your field, expectations should be absolutely clear. Anybody having expectations more than this will not sustain the market. Anybody having expectations less than this is not taking the full advantage of the market. Now, let's go a little further. Most of you do jobs, and I see there are a lot of people who have this doubt in mind. How can I do short-term trading? I work in office. My boss will kill me if he sees me trading in the office. So how can I do intraday trading? For me, stock market is not there because by the time I come home, the market is already closed. How many of you have this issue and you would like it to be solved? पहले आपके main queries solve करता हूं. We'll come to the market. We have time, right? So a lot of you have this issue. Let's solve this issue first. Now, let me open this is forex commodity market is open till 12 o'clock in the night. Let me open crude oil. This is crude oil here. Let me open this is a 1 minute short-term chart of crude oil. And as you can see, the candle is moving up, the candle is moving down. Crude is at 3142. I'm looking at it. About 150 more people, all of you sitting on the other side, are looking at it. Tell me one thing. This candle that is forming, how much control you and me have on this candle? If you and me stare at the candle, we do a candle tratak, will it move according to us? Right? So many intraday traders for the whole day keep on looking at the candles, thinking that by looking at them, they will. My intraday trading starts at 9 o'clock when the pre-market starts, and by 9:45 I close all my intraday trades, and then I look at the market at about 3:30. And that is how intraday trading should be done. You don't have to look at the market for the whole day, because if you're looking at the market for the whole day, then you will just have headaches and blood pressure. Great. So let's take this out of the way first. Let me go to, let's say, since you are more comfortable with stocks, I have Coal India here. Let's say I pick up Coal India. This is a chart of Coal India. This is a candlestick chart. There is a line chart. There is a bar chart. There is a Heinkanashi chart. There is a Renko chart. This one is a simple chart. Now let's see. I'm looking at this setup, a very simple setup, where I want to buy Coal India. Let's first see how you can take the trade without being involved into it for the whole day. Okay. Now, I take Coal India and I just go to a auto order where I say I want to buy 500 Coal India. And the price is somewhere around 243. And I will get out in case the price drops down to 239, and I will get out if the price reaches 253. And I place this order. So, and I can place this order after 12 o'clock in the night on holidays for 24 hours. And even in the pre-market, I can execute this order. And tell me, once I've executed this order, is my physical presence in the market required? No, right? So tell me now, I'm asking very simply, a lot of freshers sitting here. So what is required? Your physical presence in the market or your brains and your skill? What is required? Your proper stock selection, your skill, your entry, your exit, your risk management, and that is what makes it a great profession. The more skill you have, less is the time that you require. So, all those people who had the doubt, can I do intraday trading while I am doing a job? Is that solved now? You can all do it. I teach it in the market. In fact, I advise my traders, once you go to the office, give 100% to your job, because that will give you the capital to trade, right? So now there's some people who have suffered losses. So let's go that way now. There are 4 types of trading: intraday trading, swing trading, positional trading, and portfolio trading. So intraday trading is one-day trading, morning to evening. Swing trading is a few days trading lasting for about a week. Positional trading is trading lasting for a few weeks. And portfolio trading is a trade lasting for many months. Intraday and swing are income styles of trading, and positional and portfolio are wealth building styles of trading. Now, is stock market a certain thing, or is stock market a totally uncertain thing? Absolutely. It's totally uncertain. What is the percentage of risk in stock market? Yeah. What is the percentage of risk in the stock market? Very good, Prakash from Baroda. Very good answer. 100%. The risk is always 100%, not 70%, 100. Risk to 100%. How you will manage it is difficult. How do you manage risks in life? You manage risks in life by acquiring a matching skill. If you and me do a heart surgery, what is the chance of the patient surviving? I'm not a doctor. Zero. Barabar akshay. Zero. But if a heart surgeon does it, he almost has a 95% chance that the heart surgery would be successful, because he has trained himself for many, many years and acquired the skill of doing open heart surgery. Right? So it is all a matter of skill. You can reduce the risk only by skill. So let's learn some strategies first. Whether you are a long-term trader, short-term trader, you're building portfolio, you're trading options, you're doing crude oil or forex or USD INR. The first thing is you have to learn first to survive this market. Let me first teach you the survival strategy. What is the most important thing that you have to preserve at all cost in stock market? Yes. What is the most important thing that you have to preserve at all cost in the stock market if you have to stay here? Your capital. Absolute. Brilliant answers, guys. बहुत अच्छा आंसर दिया. You have is your capital. Now, this chart is open. Let's use it as a learning tool. Now, how many of you are scared of the market? आपको loss वगैरह हुआ है, वैसे भी आपको डर लगता है. How many of you are scared of the market? You say, I'm scared of the market. A lot of you are scared. Thank you very much for the honest answer. First, let's take away your fear of the market, because if the fear of the market goes away, you will be more confident in the market and you will work hard and acquire the necessary skill. Any trade that you take, what are the 4 results that can happen in that trade? There can be a big loss, a small profit, or a big profit. Which one everybody wants? Everybody wants a big profit. And what is everybody's problem? आपका problem क्या है? Big loss. Right? Absolutely. Thanks. So your first job is to make sure the big loss is never there in the system. And no matter what happens, you will finish your month a winner. You will create incomes into this market. So let's come here. Let's say this is a trade that I'm taking in Coal India. I want to buy Coal India here. And my trade is very simple. Where I think Coal India has gone down and it might move up and go back to the old level. Very basic skill I'm having here. So this is strategy. So what strategy I'm teaching you first? It is a survival strategy. We are first learning the survival strategy. You need to survive. जिंदा रहेंगे तो ही profit कर पाएंगे. So here, I know there are 4 results. And do you have limited money and limited time, or do you have unlimited money and unlimited time? Do you have limited money and limited time, or do you have unlimited money and unlimited time? Very good. You have limited money and you have got limited time. So whatever you have to do with limited money and limited time. Are you liking the session so far, guys? I hope your time is being spent properly. Great. I love to teach, guys. So now let me plan my trade. Stock market is all about strategies. In my classes, I teach 50 plus strategies. More than 50 strategies I teach in my classes for various styles of trading. It is all about strategies. Let's learn in this session a few basic ones. So this is the survival strategy. So I want to avoid the big loss. So what do I have to do? There is only one way by which you can avoid the big loss, and that is to plan a small loss. How do you avoid a big loss? By planning a small loss. So this is the survival strategy. What is the survival strategy? Plan a small loss. This is the survival strategy. I want to survive. So I'll always plan a small loss. Whether I am right or wrong is not important. And stop loss is only a part of it. There are many other steps into this survival strategy. But I say, no matter what happens, I will get out here. So I plan my survival strategy. I will survive this market. Now, the second strategy I have to look for is a guaranteed profit strategy. High probability profit strategy is the second one I'm looking at. High profit strategy. High probability profit. What is this? The second one that I'm looking. This is what we are looking at here. A high probability profit strategy. Now, let me plan my trade. Where did it started falling down from? It started falling down from here. So if the price reaches back to this level, I will book my profit and I will get out. So here, this is my profit exit. Now, look carefully and tell me which one is bigger, my planned profit or my planned loss? Which one is bigger? The planned profit is bigger. And how much bigger? Let's see. Let's do the maths. My planned loss is 242.3 minus 239.7. 2.6 rupees is my planned loss and my planned profit is 250.2 minus 242.3 is 7.9 divided by 2.6. So my profit to loss ratio is 3. What is my profit to loss ratio? 3. Now tell me a very simple maths. If for the whole month I take 10 trades like this, with this logic inbuilt into it, planned profit bigger than my planned loss, sometimes it will reach my target, sometimes it will finish somewhere in between, sometimes it will finish here, sometimes it will hit my stop loss. Assuming I don't get a 3:1, I get an average 2:1. So with a 50% success rate, in the end, will you finish profit or will you finish with loss? Yes, what will you do? Make sense? And I'm talking very simple basic maths. I'm not talking high funder strategies, So, and now let's go one step further. Look, everybody is at 50%. Any trade you take is 50-50. So if you are also 50-50, then you're not skilled. Then you're non-skilled. Even a toss of a coin is a 50-50. Now your job in the market is to acquire the necessary skill so that you go from a 50% success rate to about a 70 to 75% success rate. Now tell me one thing. If you go from a 50% to about 75% success rate and you are able to achieve a minimum 2:1 profit to loss ratio, will you be able to create incomes? डर थोड़ा खत्म हुआ? Is the fear reduced a little? These two rules, these are survival strategies. If these two strategies, any of them is violated, you will enter into the zone of big loss. And if you enter into the zone of big loss, your capital will be gone. And if your capital will be gone, you will not be able to survive this market. मैं बहुत ABCD से बेसिक से शुरू कर रहा हूं. I'm a coach. I live trade and I teach with live trading. I do not teach theory. So this is the base logic of the market. Okay, great. Now let's go to the third logic. Let's understand the price. Let's understand the price. Most people, when I give them this figure, Adani Port, Asian Paint, Axis Bank, Bajaj Finance, Bharti Airtel, and so on and so on. When you are buying and selling these companies, are you buying the name or are you buying and selling the price? Guys, in 2 hours, I cannot teach you stock market. I can at the most introduce you to it. I can tell you how the stock market is done, how you can become successful in it. But you will have to dedicate a few months to learn it. I'll be telling you about my mentoring programs in the end, but let's understand the base logic first, right? We always trade the price. We are always trading the price. Whether you're buying a stock, you're buying a future, you're buying an option, you're always trading a price. Now, is this price constant or is it continuously moving? It is continuously moving. So let's first understand the price here. Let's see here. A very popular stock, let's say, is Reliance. Yeah, here is Reliance. Let's first try to understand Reliance. Now, this is a daily chart of Reliance. Let's first understand this stock. Okay, we will try to understand some more. Now, this is the candlestick chart of Reliance where every candle is 1 day. Now tell me, most of the big investors who put in millions and billions of rupees, do they do it for just a few days or do they block their money for months and years? And tell me one thing, who is controlling the market? You and me or them? Very good, Akshay from Nagpur. Nice. They are controlling. So let's first understand, what do they look at? They're not looking at moving averages and Bollinger Bands and divergences. उनके पास उतना time नहीं. The price basically is, balanced or disbalanced. Let's understand this third strategy, how the price oscillates, the oscillation of price, the disbalance of price. Now, let's understand another important strategy, a disbalanced price. In a week, how many trading days are there? 5. In a month, how many? 20. In a year, how many trading days? About 240. 12 to the 40, 240 trading days. So if I put in an average line depicting, telling me how is the yearly trend line developing and compare it with the recent price, I will get to know whether the price is balanced or disbalanced. So I go here, study, add study. I take an average and I put in 240 days average. Let's see what is it telling me. So this is the 240. Let's go back in the past and try to see how does the price behave. See here. How is the price behaving? This is Last class I was teaching this. So whenever the price goes far away from the yearly trend, it becomes disbalanced. Tell me one thing. While the price has gone from here to here, has the profits, net profits of the company changed? Yes or no? No. Anything, has the business model changed? No. In fact, nothing changed in the company. Only the perception of the people about the company changed. That's all. So here, when the price goes very far away from the yearly average price, it becomes disbalanced and tries to come back towards the yearly price. This is the pendulum. This is price goes far away, comes back, goes on the other pack, comes, and this keeps on changing. So the price, the yearly, so everything is dynamic, everything is in a flux. So you just have to see, for example, if I go back to the latest price, let's see here. Now, let's look at this point. At this point, is the price balanced or disbalanced? Right? So, let's see here. Price is disbalanced. Let's look at this last three candle. Disbalanced price, making a piercing candle, and a downtrend got established. Right? So, what is the opportunity? Which one is the opportunity? Where is the opportunity? When the price is balanced or when the price is disbalanced? Where is the opportunity? When it is disbalanced, absolutely. So the third rule, the third strategy we learn is look for the disbalance in the market and trade that direction. So in this, if I see it here, what are my products that I can trade? Is stock my product? No, stock is useless for me. In fact, if I'm having a stock, I should sell it here. So my product is options and futures. So my products are options and future, which can give me money in both the directions. In both the directions. And what kind of a money is possible? Let's see. This is the profit of one of my students today. If you will go on my website, you will see there a lot of my student profits that I put there every day. And my success is the success of my students. And I teach with live trading. I'll give you details later. Now see this student of mine. He was trading Bank Nifty, Nifty, PEL, and NCC, and he booked a profit of 51,427 rupees. Another student, by trading Nifty, Bata, and Titan, booked about 28,000 rupees. So, in fact, if you want to do short-term trading, stock is actually not much of use to you. If you want to make that 5% a month from intraday and swing trading, you have to learn how to trade stock futures, index futures, stock options, index options, commodity futures, commodity options, forex futures, and forex options. I teach all with live trading. So now this is not profit per week. This is today's profit, 1 day profit. But these are seasoned traders who are trading for months and years, guys. These are not freshers. Okay. So now let's come back to this. And what happened to the price? Here, the price came to the yearly trend line. Now, look at the price from here to here. Is the price becoming strong or is the price becoming weak? Price is becoming weak. Now, let's remember the pendulum. Won't be very surprised if in a bear market, You see Reliance at about 760 rupees. Dhruv says, "Sir, will these things are for those who wants to sleep peacefully every day?" Dhruv, if I tell you that you have to spend 90 minutes a night before finding your trades by the methods I will teach you, and you have to spend 40 minutes in the morning executing your trades, then close the market, close your computer, and look at it only in the evening. Will that be of interest to you? Right? That's what I'll teach. The stock market wants your brain. It doesn't want your body, guys. Most people come here with the body, but without the brains. Okay, let's go back. Let's take another. Let's go to a different segment. Now, we were looking at crude oil. Let's go to crude oil. And let's put the same principle in place. Exactly the same principle. This is crude oil. And I add the same. I'm trying to see the disbalance in crude oil. So I go and I put 240 here in this one. These are just the very basic ABC I'm teaching, guys. To make money, you will need much more than this. But this will save you. This will make sure you're not killed in the market. Okay. Apply. Now, let's see here. Now tell me, is the same principle applying here also? And there are no investors in crude. Nobody holds crude for 1 year or 2 years. There is no Warren Buffett in crude. But do you see the disbalance happening in the crude oil also? And now, it is not a rocket science. If somebody asks you, what do you want to do in crude now? What will you answer? Correct? So, it's only 1 hour since I'm talking to you. Aren't you already learning some stock market, guys? It's based on basic principles, strategies. I told you it is all about strategies. Minimum time in execution, maximum time in learning, and you should be armed with at least 50 plus strategies. I teach more than that in the classes, and we continuously keep on finding new strategies. And for any form of trading, 90% time has to be spent in finding the trade, and only 10% of the time is required to execute the trade and monitor the trade. So leaving your job is not required until unless you're very passionate, you don't like it, you want to do something of your own, then that is a different thing altogether. You can do all types of trading while you are doing your job. Okay. And what is the expectations? Let's revise the expectations back. Let's reinforce it. Repetition reinforces a habit. How does a habit becomes? When you repeat it. What is skill? Skill is transfer of knowledge from conscious mind to subconscious mind with practice, practice, and practice. So let's see how you will learn it. So if you want to master something, how many times you will have to repeat it? I'll tell you. If you do something 21 times, it sticks in your conscious mind. You retain it in your conscious mind. Let's say you have learned how to see 21 charts. 21 times you have repeated a strategy. 21 times you have executed a trade. You will become familiar with it. It will remain in your conscious mind. You can explain it on a basic level to somebody. But If you repeat it 21 times, that means if you do it 441 times repetition, it will go from your conscious mind to subconscious mind, and you will never be able to forget it. It will start operating from you on a level of skill. And if you do it 21 times more, 9,261 times, the world will come to you and give to you all the respect, money, and fame that you want. If this is the patience you can have in the stock market, your next generation need not work. Okay, guys, who is Howard Buffett? Who is Howard Buffett? Anybody can tell me? Don't Google it, please. I trust your honesty. Bhardava said, don't know, sir. Most of the people didn't answer me. And who is Warren Buffett? Can somebody tell me? Howard Buffett is Warren Buffett's son. He's not into stock market. His father made him financially free. And now he is very famous in the field of food production in America. He's an authority on the field, and he's working to increase the food production of the world. Have you ever thought, how will you make your next generation financially free? Maybe they can have a choice not to do a job. Does the idea motivate you? It motivates me a lot. But because when we put our aim and our goal much bigger than our present need, the chance of you becoming successful in that field increases 1,000 times, because then you have a vision. If you just say, I want to make 1 crore rupees from the stock market, you only have a goal. But if you say, my next generation will become financially free and they will only work on their passions, then you have a vision. And a vision has 1,000 times more strength than an ordinary goal. Okay, so is your fear of the market gone? Do you feel at least now that it is learnable? सीखा जा सकता है इसको, हम जैसे आम आदमियों के लिए भी है, right? So start. It will take time. 2 days nobody learns stock market. It will take about 6 months for you to master it. I have taught more than 5,000 students so far. My YouTube channel has almost 34,000 subscribers. On my Facebook, I've got 55,000 followers. And to everybody, I say only one thing. And I say, if you commit yourself, you make sure you don't lose your capital, your profits are bigger and your losses are smaller, you will do wonderfully well into this market. And our stock market has just started. Do you know our options don't have enough proper spreads so far? It will take 10 years only for the spreads to become proper. We are yet to get the weekly expiries in our Nifties and our stock futures. Currently, we only have weekly expiries in Bank Nifty. So as they say, there's a song na, abhi to party shuru hui. Worth learning and making a few thousand rupees per day by spending just about half an hour, 45 minutes in execution and learning how to find what trade it is the key that you will be looking for. Let's go forward, guys. You come here to create incomes. Now, what is another risk in this market? Another risk in this market is inflation is eating away the purchasing power of your money, and other products are not powerful. Now tell me one thing. The FD rates, are they increasing or decreasing? They're decreasing, right? So earlier it was 10%, then 8, then 6. They'll become 4 and 3 eventually as we become a developed economy. A lot of people are putting their money into mutual funds, not because the mutual funds are attractive, but because FD is no more attractive. You do SIPs and other things. In the last 1 year, how is the performance of your mutual fund? Yeah, how's the performance of your mutual fund? In the last 1 year, negative for most of you. Thank you for the honesty. Now tell me one thing. This mutual fund manager, because your year has finished negative, has he written the mail to you that he will not charge his fees from you because he has not been able to give any returns to you? Sukumar says, sir, good joke. No. Because why? Because when you buy a mutual fund, open a trading account, give money for your portfolio, they make you sign. They are not responsible for your losses, neither for your profits. You are responsible for your profits or losses. And in this market, for one person to make money, he has to make it from somebody else. So you have to decide which one do you want to be, the one who gets it or the one who gives it. Which one do you want to be, guys? The one who gets it or the one who gives it? The one who gets it. So you'll not just get it like this. You have to earn it, you have to learn it, and you have to practice it. And you have to practice it. So another very big motivation that you should have for the stock market is the age 60 to 90 is very painful. Your body becomes old. You cannot travel out. You won't have a job. Most people don't have a pension. So having a skill, sitting at home and making money is fantastic. And that's why you should focus on having this skill so that you do not want to be dependent on your children. So that's another great motivation to become a trader. Many people make losses. Make sure you are not one of them. Let's go. Again, come back to this. Four types of trading: intraday, swing, positional, and portfolio. Now, let's work for a portfolio step. Let's go for strategy number 4. Now, a lot of people have this myth about the portfolio. They say, what do you have to do? You buy nice blue chip companies. Over a period of time, everything goes. Let's see if that is true. Nifty is up, Suzlon is down, Reliance is up, but Arcom is down. ACC is up, but Kingfisher will never fly again. Siemens is up, but JP Associates is down. TCS is up, but Unitech is down. Right? So obviously, 5 years ago, how do you find out which one will become Siemens and which one will become Unitech? So you need to have a strategy in place. So let's go for strategy number 4, the most powerful strategy of building a portfolio. And I'm a big fan of Benjamin Graham. He was the coach and the mentor of Warren Buffett. I'm a big fan of his. So if I have to, let's go back here and see it from the aspect of the portfolio. Whenever you are buying any of these, you are basically buying a business, a chunk of a business. If you are buying a business, should you buy a undervalued business or an overvalued business? Which business should you buy for long-term portfolio? market. Now let's see, in the two forms of trading, intraday trading and portfolio trading, in which one of them your time risk is the maximum? In which one of them your time risk is the maximum? In portfolio, not in intraday. In intraday, your time risk is minimum because you are working in a few hours. A mistake done in a 1 hour can be, you can make it right in the next hour. But in portfolio, where your duration is months and years, your time risk is the maximum. That's why when you are building a stock portfolio, you have to be most careful. You have to be the most careful. You have to be brilliant with fundamental analysis. Now let's see this one. Interesting example. I give 1 lakh rupees to a guy who doesn't know anything about stock market, and I tell him, with this 1 lakh rupees, you can buy Suzlon, which is for 5 rupees 45 paisa. You will get 18,348 shares. Or you can buy MRF, which is 67,000 rupees, where you will get 1 share. Which one will this person buy? Yes, guys, please answer. Which one? This guy doesn't know stock market. He is working on tips. He'll buy Suzlon. You're so right. Thank you very much for the honesty. Now, I give you a piece of information. Now, let's try to change a paradigm here. I give you a piece of information now based on the fundamental analysis of both the companies and a detailed analysis of the various ratios, cash flows, business model, blah, 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 blah. I have found that Suzlon has a book value of minus 10 rupees, which means, as your partner in that company, in case you buy it for 5 rupees, 45 rupees, 45 paisa today, and the company closes down, as your partner in the company, you have to pay 10 rupees back to the company legally as your partner. But in MRF, even at 67,000 rupees, it looks undervalued and it can go up to 1,50,000 rupees. I just gave you this one piece of information. Which one do you want to buy now? Right? Just one single piece of information that I gave you change your full view about both the stocks. Think, when you have 100 facts like this, won't you be able to take a more informed, logical decision about money that you're committing for the next 10 years? This is what I teach in the classes. In the classes, I teach you how you can find companies like this on your own, where not only you learn it, you teach it to your wife, you teach it to your children, and you become fund managers yourself. You manage your own portfolio. This is the key. No yearly fees to be paid. No churning of the stocks. The holding period. So when do you look at the stock? In a year, how many times will you check your portfolio stock? Anybody will tell me? Those who already do some, tell me how many times you will have to check your stock in a year. 4 times. Every 3 months when a quarterly result comes. And in case one business starts becoming weak, you can sell it and shift your money to another business. Does portfolio building look scary now? Or do you think you can learn it? You don't need to be a chartered accountant. Basic business model to be learned, basic balance sheet to be understood, basic ratios to be worked on, and the key is finding the business model properly. In fact, I spent the first 1 month full just to teach you fundamental analysis. What is to be learned here? Let's go to the learning part now. Fundamental analysis, you should be very proficient. Technical analysis, risk management, and psychology of trading. Everybody should have the portfolio. And the key is, if you have a portfolio that you are building, do you need any money for intraday trading? Yes or no? The answer is no. Because the same stocks of the portfolio you can keep as collateral to your broker, and you will get enough money to get all the intraday trading that you want. From the profits that you make from the intraday trading, you can buy more stocks for the portfolio. It is a do loop. And the moment you master it, you will start enjoying all four forms of trade. Okay, guys. I'm talking to you for almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let me introduce myself in brief, guys. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my M-Tech from IIT Roorkee, pass out 1989. I've done my international certification in management from South America, Peru, and my advanced courses in trading from Pristine Academy of USA and Online Trading Academy of USA. Not from a trading background. My father is a scientist, now 83, retired. You would have heard the recent news that the Indian Air Force, they are testing 10% organic fuel into their planes from Indian Institute of Petroleum. My father retired from Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun, and he was part of that research team which gave them the breakthrough. There's Hindustan Liver Soap Lifebuoy. My father is the inventor of the soap, and he has many other patents in his name. And when I was going to IIT, I got selected. He said, "Son, stay away from bad habits like smoking, drinking, drugs, and stock markets. When your father says it is gambling, you trust him." So till the age of 38, I had nothing to do with the stock market. Now I'm 52. At the age of 38, when I was in Sri Lanka, working on the Kukuleganga hydropower project, there I met my first mentor, Jeffrey. Started learning commodities, stocks, forex from him. And he's a professional trader, still my mentor. And he used to live trade in front of me for a fees. That's how my learning started. A few months I learned from him. Then I was transferred to Peru, South America, working on Yuncan hydropower project. And there I enrolled myself for an online course in Pristine Academy, the best decision of my life. I started learning it more structurally. Within a year, I was making about 10% a month on my capital. That motivated me. And this was now 2006. I started from 2002. 4 years had passed. I started toying with the idea of taking it as a full-time profession. I was liking it. So in 2007, February, I came back to India and became a full-time professional trader. Plan was simple. I had a backup of savings. I said, I'll try it honestly for 3 years. If it doesn't work back, I'll go back to my job. So 3 years, February 2007 onwards, I traded and I didn't have to touch my savings with the grace of God. And in 2009, I knew this is what I was doing. If you go to my YouTube channel, guys, let's see here. I'm transmitting at 290 Mbps. In case you are not able to hear it properly, I'll be sending a recording of this session to everybody, even if you are able to hear it properly here. This is my YouTube channel, guys. More than 34,000 subscribers now. Video of mine is almost 1.5 lakh hits now. And as you can see, we also have yoga in Pathfinders. We believe in unlocking 3 potentials: unlocking your wealth potential, unlocking your health potential, and unlocking your life potential. So I'll be talking more about that later. But if you go to the videos here, I have more than 150 videos here, lots of them. And as you will go down, you will find a lot of live trading videos. These are demonstrations, guys. These are not teachings. For teachings, you have to come in the classes. But there's a lot of live demonstration with real money I have. So, and if you go here, you will see more than 70% of my live trading is short trading as the price is going down, because that's the direction in which you will get the maximum chance of making money. Everybody will get a recording, Abhilash. Sabko recording milega. You can just go through this. In your free time, you can look at the demonstration videos. Then in 2009, I become a little bored trading all alone, and I felt I was stuck somewhere. I asked Jeffrey, how do I go to the next level? And he said, start live trading in front of others for a feast. They will also learn, you will also improve. So from 2009 onwards, I start live trading in front of others for a feast. The model became popular. Very soon, thousands of people had learned from me. In 2010, an international company, Online Trading Academy, came to India. They were looking for some consultants with expertise in live trading. They approached me. By that time, I had not worked with any international traders. Said yes to them. It was a very good opportunity. And for about 1.5 years, I was associated with this wonderful group of traders. Learned a lot from them. My trading went to the next level. I was traveling all over India, talked to about 20,000 people in this 1.5 years. And one thing I knew was most people had the inclination, they wanted to do it, but they were mostly doing it theoretically. And this thing can only be learned practically. You cannot learn swimming with books. You cannot learn driving with books. Similarly, you cannot learn trading with just books. Somebody has to trade in front of you. You have to practice with real money with a professional trader. And only when you have done that 21 into 21, at least 441 times, when you practice a concept, will it start giving you consistent money, income from the market. So in August 2012, said thank you to this group, learned a lot from them, started working on a mentoring model of my own. And in December 2012, I launched my own mentoring. This is my company, pathfinderstrainings.com, guys. And this was the first batch that passed out in December 2012, structured way. At that time, it used to be 4 days of classroom training and 6 months of online training. But gradually it became so big, it was not possible for me to go everywhere. It was not possible for everybody to come from Mumbai. I'm from Mumbai. So I made my course online, which became comfortable for everybody. And now the course is, 1 month of foundation training online, 6 months of live trading and training online, and lifetime of support online, where you will be live trading with me and gaining the skill. So I'll tell you more about that. There's a whole skill of making money, guys. So what do you have to learn? These are the skill sets that you need to acquire. First, portfolio building should come in your own control. It should be scientific. You should find stocks which are undervalued at least 3 to 5 times. And you should know how to switch stocks when one is not going according to you, or when another one is much better. Then you should know how to make money with intraday trading. In fact, intraday trading should fund most of your portfolio. That is the best strategy. Funding your portfolio with intraday and swing trading, and you should know how to trade leverage assets and make money when price goes down. In all my live tradings, I trade a lot of options, especially on the expiry day in the last 1 hour. You can actually double your money. In fact, yesterday, uh, I was trading the Bank Nifty 27,000 put option. I bought it at 41 rupees at 250, and I sold it at 110 rupees at 320. This is the kind of money that is there in this market, but you have to know how to handle it. How to handle it. So anybody can be a trader. Don't need to be a full timer, but later on, if you feel it is your passion, you can become full timer. What are your tools and choices? You can trade stocks, futures, index futures, options, commodity, and forex. You know what to buy, when to buy, how much risk to take, and when to get out. What is the skill set? Now let's understand the skill set. You should be proficient in fundamental analysis, not good. Proficient. The word is proficient. You should be proficient in fundamental analysis. You will become good in 1 to 2 months. It will take about 6 months to become proficient with practice. Chart reading should be your second nature. आंख बंद करके candle दिखना चाहिए. And that can happen only when you have seen minimum 500 charts. 21 into 21. You should be proficient with all types of charts. Line charts, bar chart, candlestick chart, Heiken-Ishii charts, Renko charts. And you should also know how to compare various charts into different time frames. Multiple time frame analysis is the key. And you should also know all the oscillators, indicators, and you should be armed with more than 50 strategies. In fact, I will teach you strategies which have almost 80% success rate. I've been using them, testing them. This is how these traders are making money. Then, stock filtering, you should be very good at. Both fundamental filtering and technical filtering. You have to find out which stocks is overvalued, which stocks is undervalued as per fundamentals, which stock is overbought, which stock is oversold as per technical. I teach you how to filter it. Risk management methods should be learned in detail, and your online platforms you should be very proficient with. High probability trading techniques, also called trading strategies, you should know more than 50 because there are multiple kind of markets. There is a roaring trending market, there is a retracing market, there is a reversing market, there is a sideways market, there is a volatile market, there is a subdued market, there are many other markets. For different markets, there are different strategies. And you should know not only how individual strategy works, you should also know how to mix and match them. Am I making sense so far, guys? How many of you are feeling excited about the stock market? That is the purpose of this session, to make you feel excited about it. The person with the skill will make money from the person without the skill. Then a proper trading plan you should have. Rational decision making, emotions. Your biggest challenge in this market would be emotions. Tell me one thing, guys. How many of you are there? You were trading, everything was going in your favor, but suddenly you lost your emotional control. अपने आप को संभाल नहीं पाए, and big loss happened. For how many of you that has happened? Right? So if you were working with a proper strategy in place, where you knew this is the kind of market, this is the strategy, This is how I'll avoid the big loss. That thing could have been avoided. So when you are coming to the stock market, your biggest enemy is emotional decision making, and your best friend is rational decision making, and that comes only with practice, practice, and practice. Money management and trade management, and managing your emotions and your subconscious mind. This is the skill set that you have to acquire. And in the classes, I'll tell you how the classes will run. You will be live trading with me so that, and I'll be checking your trades so that I can see what kind of mistakes you are making, where you are losing your emotional control, and how to make you rational. Let me tell you about the mentoring and the trainings and the course. I run a 6 months of online practical training with live trading, where all four forms of trading will be taught to you: intraday, swing, positional, and long term. And all asset classes I'll be teaching: stocks, futures, options, commodity, and forex, including international forex. Everything will I'll be teaching you in this course. I know that you are beginners, so the course will start from absolute zero, and within 6 months I will take you to the advanced levels. These are the batches that passed out in the start. As I said earlier, it was 4 days of classroom training and 6 months of online training. Now the total training is online. I've seen a lot of benefits of online training. No traveling required. Recordings can be sent. Repetition can happen. Support becomes much better. Now the course is totally online. These are about 75 batches passed out. These are the course contents. I'll be sending you a link of this soon. Let's understand the way you will learn and become skilled. So, my success is when you start making money. Because for me, these are the kinds of, see here, these are the kinds of profits that should be visible. These are the students' profits, guys. And we put them on the website also. These are there on the website. If you will go on my website here, this is the link to the students' profits. These are the people who are practicing this market with me. They have learned it properly and they do live trading every day, but not by sitting in the market for the whole day. The time required for execution is very less. The time required for analysis is more. And you can even click on this and you can even check here what trade was the trader doing. So let's learn about the trading now. I know most of you are at different levels. Some of you are beginners, some of you know something, some of you know some technical analysis, some know some fundamentals, somebody is a CA. So my job in the start, before you enter into live trading practice with me, is to bring you on a level first. That's why first there would be a 40 hours of recorded session. I record these sessions regularly. It starts from absolute basics, and in 40 hours, which you are supposed to finish within a month. If you finish early, you can start early with the live trading, but I'll give you 1 month to finish this 40 hours where you will be taught fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, so you become proficient enough before you enter into live tradings with me. Then once your 40 hours are finished, then your live trading practice and skill building will start. The key is skill building with practice with me. Every Thursday, 9 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon, 4 Thursdays in a month. Every Thursday there is a Bank Nifty expiry. Very soon the Nifty expiry will also be there. Every Thursday from 9 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon, you will do live trading practice with me. I know that you do jobs. So I know you cannot attend all four, but at least two you should be able to attend, maybe for a few hours someday. But if it is a priority for you, you will attend more and more. But at least two I would expect you to attend. I will be sending a recording of the session to everybody. In case you are not able to attend it, even if you have attended it, every session that I will be doing with you, a recording will be sent to you, and the recording will be available for full 1 week. You can listen to it as many times as you want. Then, so in 6 months, 6 for the 24, you will have 24 live trading sessions with me. So 24 into 6.5. So 156 hours of live trading practice you will have with me, where I'll be trading my money live, real money, and you will also be trading your money from other end, but under supervision. You will not bring your full money in the start. As you are in the learning phase for a week or two, you will just observe what I'm doing. Then gradually you can start with less money, 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. And as your skill will grow, then you can increase your capital. Every Tuesday night, there would be a learning and a question answer session. Market is continuously changing. New things need to be learned continuously. Change is the way you become successful here, by adapting to the change. So every Tuesday night, 9 to 11, there will be a live session. 9 to 10, I will teach you a topic which is relevant to that market. And then from 10 to 11, I will take a question answer session where all your questions will be answered. Even in live trading, I take question answers and I teach a topic in between if it is relevant. So that way you will have, 48 live learning sessions with me, 24 live learning sessions with me you will be having. So there are 24 live trading practice sessions in 6 months, 24 live learning sessions with recordings. Then every Friday, you will get a recording. These are called revision sessions of important topics. Every Friday, you will get a recording, which you have to listen, make your notes. You can ask me the queries or to the team. Every student is given a relationship manager whose job is to solve your queries. And here also you will get 24 recordings. So 24 live trading sessions, 6.5 hours each, 24 live learning and question answer sessions, 2 hours each, and 24 important session recordings, 2 hours each. So do you think this is a good learning model, guys? Say yes if you think you can practice enough with this model. That's how I've devised it, guys. I like to teach and trade both. So this will continue for 6 months. In addition to that, how will you connect with me for life? Let's look at this. Anybody who does my course becomes my student for life. Every Wednesday, 12 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I do a mentoring session where I analyze the market, answer your queries, and here I have students for the last 7-8 years, so that everybody remains connected with me. And I also send recordings of this session in case you are not available, you are into the office, so you can be connected to me for life. Another issue that people have with most of the trainers is they say once he has taught us, we are not able to talk to him. And I believe I cannot be your mentor if you cannot pick up your phone and talk to me. Do you agree to me on this one, guys? I cannot be a mentor if you can't pick up your phone and talk to me. Because I can still pick up my phone and talk to my mentor. Of course, during the market hours, I'm busy. But Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 in the evening, I keep reserved for my traders. They can give me a call and talk to me. Even in market hours, if there is something very urgent, I can be contacted. You have a relationship manager, of course, who will be answering your regular queries. But if you need to talk to me, I'm from Mumbai. If you are here and you want to have a cup of tea with me, most welcome. Because I believe only when I talk to you can I understand your problems, can I understand your issues, and that makes you a better trader and that makes me a better coach.